Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. And I'm Father Steve Sellers, and this is Dot, my rescue puppy, and this is a brief daily message of hope. You know, for so many people, life is a tragedy, and they walk around and act as though the whole story is over, and that it's tragic. The ending is horrible. You know, I was thinking of a story, the great reformer Martin Luther, at one point in his life in the 16th century, his wife got up one morning and dressed in a mourning gown, dressed all in black with a veil, and began walking very slowly through their residence and acting mournful. And he had it with that. He goes, "Woman, what are you doing?" And she said, "Martin, God is dead. God is dead, and I'm in mourning." And he said, "What do you mean God is dead? God is everlasting and will never die." And she said, "Yes, and you stop acting like it." Far too many of us walk around as though the story is ended and it's tragic. I was thinking of the great song by Freddie Mercury in 1975, Bohemian Rhapsody. For many people, this song is tragic because the life of Freddie Mercury was a tragic life. And they look at his life and listen to his music and say, "Oh, what a tragedy, so tragic." And maybe personally it was, but we're still playing his music now, and it's lifting up spirits. John Lennon was assassinated at the age of 40 in December of 1980. And what a tragedy that was. And yes, his life was tragic, but we're still playing his music, and it's still lifting people up. And so many other great artists and musicians, personal tragedies in their lives that they overcame through their legacy and through the grace of God working even after they have died to make good things happen. Today is the commemoration of all the faithful departed, All Souls Day, those who have lived among us and died and gone on. And yes, we can look at it as tragic, but when we do, we're incorrect. Life is not tragic. God is in charge of our lives, always making good happen. And so we hear the words in our first lesson at Mass today from the Hebrew book of Wisdom, chapter 3, verse 1, that says, "The souls of the righteous are in the hands of God, and the torment of death cannot touch them. They are at peace." And so we remember today, of all days, as we should every day, the fact that our lives are not tragic because God gets the last word in our lives, just as he gave the first word in our lives. So we hear wonderful music from the past, and we think of people who produced it and wrote it and created it, and we look at great artworks and see great legacies that people have left behind. Yes, and even people whose names we don't even know have left beauty behind in this world because it's God who produces goodness. And so today is not a tragic day. So on this feast day of the All Souls Day, we give thanks to God for those who've lived among us and have gone to be with him. And we know that the souls of the righteous are in the hands of God. And when we hold fast to him, we're headed that way too. I hope you have a great day today. And God willing, Dot and I will see you here again tomorrow.